Hey guys, Sammy here. I am so excited. Happy 2017. This is going to be a great year. I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things today, and the first one is the 60-day trim up, and I hope you guys are spreading the word about this. This is going to be huge for business. Why is this going to be huge for business? One, it is going to help you build your customer base, which can be so helpful. You know, the commissions and the preferred customer bonuses are a nice way to get some money pretty quickly. The other cool thing is, if they love it enough doing it at the 60-day challenge, who knows, maybe they want to start sharing it with their friends too. The other thing, I hope that you guys are doing the challenge yourself. Why is that? Because when people see you committing to it, they're going to be much more excited about it. Plus, think about it this way. So I'm going to do a post when my day one starts, and I'm going to welcome everybody to join me on this accountability journey for these next 60 days. I'm going to tell them my goals. I'm putting it out there. And guess what? When I hit my goals in those 60 days, they're going to look at those before and afters, and they're like, oh my gosh, wow, Plexus works as a tool. That is awesome. I want to do what she did. Look what she did in 60 days. Like, you can do anything for 60 days. So just think about how much that can help your business by showing people you are Plexus. You are living the Plexus lifestyle. So I hope you guys have really looked at it that way. I know there are some confusing parts of it, so please don't hesitate to post any questions that you have. Make sure you do read the guidebook and the frequently asked questions that's in your back office. If you go to your back office, it's under tools and under shareables, and it's really great information, so definitely make sure you check that. Okay, so I hope you're going to use it. I'm super excited to make my day one post. It's going to be really scary for me to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. So the second thing is, we want to be bold and passionate in 2017. The other thing we want to be is compliant. And this is not something that I really like to talk about, because to me it's kind of a downer topic, but it's so important. Why is it so important to be compliant in our Facebook posts? There are companies like the FDA and the FTC, and they watch network marketing companies very closely. So if we're making income claims or medical claims, they're going to call us out on it. Believe it or not, companies get shut down for people posting non-compliantly on Facebook. There was one recently, just a few months ago. People didn't get paid. They did not get their paychecks. They had to change a whole bunch of stuff. So I know we don't want to put anybody's ambassadorship, including our own, in jeopardy. So we really need to be compliant. So there's a bunch of things floating around. Now, I do not by any means think that anyone is posting non-compliant things because they just want to. I really truly think it's just getting missed in the trainings, and we're not reviewing it enough. So, something that I'm going to go over, there's a few things that I see that stick out that I see a lot. So this is a learning thing. This is not, nobody's in trouble, anything like that. If you have these kind of posts, go back and take them down. But this is just so we get everybody on the same page. Compliance is coming out with some more trainings. There's also the really awesome The Plexus Way blog that's really helpful for any compliance questions you have. Now, I am not the compliance police. If I see one that's blatantly like, yeah, we can't do that after this training, then I'm going to send you a private message if I have time. It's not something I spend a whole lot of time on, but if I see it consistently from the same people, you'll probably hear from me, because I'm out to protect you and everybody else, okay? So just know that it's not attacking you or anything like that. So I just want to talk about a few things. The first thing, and I wrote some notes just because so I could keep track in my head, because it's a little crazy. Celebrities. We cannot use celebrities or any copyrighted materials. A picture of a cup with Starbucks on it compared to a Plexus cup, if it's a copyrighted logo. If it's, there's all those hey girl memes with Ryan Gosling. We can't be like, hey girl, I like the way you drink your pink drink. Like, we can't do stuff like that unless it's like a celebrity that specifically endorses Plexus. But we know Plexus doesn't hire people to celebrities to promote it. So, you know, you can't make up any memes. You can't use any celebrity pictures, that kind of thing. Even the Kermit the Frog with the pink drink. I know it stinks because they're really funny, but it's definitely something that is against our compliance policy. The next thing is cost breakdowns. We cannot share publicly the prices. Now, keep in mind, this is all public. Privately sharing, we know, is a different story, but cost breakdowns. You know, it can't be like, well, Herbalife is $11 a day and Slim for Life is $72 a day, because that stuff's crazy expensive. And Plexus is, you know, $3.66 a day. We can't do that because it even alludes to the pricing. So we cannot talk about pricing or allude to pricing in any way. The only thing that we can talk about is the startup cost of $34.95. Okay. The next thing, we cannot compare Plexus to prescriptions. So we cannot compliantly say, I'm off of 17 prescriptions because of Plexus. Because what that does is it indicates that Plexus is intended to take over the job of those prescriptions, which is not the case. Getting your body right makes you maybe not need them, but it's not, the purpose is not to take the place of the prescriptions. I hope that makes sense. But we can't say, you know, oh, I had a cabinet full of all these meds and now I have a cabinet full of all this Plexus, because it indicates that Plexus is doing the job that the medications were intended to do. I hope that makes sense. The other thing, and this is, I know it's so hard, but pregnancy, breastfeeding, and kiddos. We cannot compliantly post anything about any of them using that, except kiddos. We can talk about the chewables with the kiddos. The reason being is nothing is tested or dosed for kids. Nothing is tested and approved for pregnant and breastfeeding women. So just so you know, no pregnancy, no breastfeeding, no kids. Cannot be shared publicly, okay? Now, the other two big ones are medical claims and income claims. And this is a little sticky, so it also includes alluding to things. So when it comes to medical claims, you know, instead of saying, you can't say headache. Headache. You can't say headache. It's crazy. You can say headache. You can't say migraines. You can't say anxiety. You can't say anything that would come out of a doctor's mouth as a diagnosis is considered a medical claim. So you have to use structure function claims. So you can't say you have arthritis in your wrist, but you can say that you have improved joint flexibility. Okay, that makes sense. So this also goes along with like those Tell Me About It Tuesdays. Please do not be offended if you have tagged me and I have not participated in those. And a lot of the times I'll actually remove the tag and not put it on my wall. And it's absolutely 100,000% not personal. It is 100,000% compliance related. Because when you do those, you get all kinds of people posting all kinds of non-compliant things we cannot technically say that Plexus does. Unfortunately, I know they're great. However, we can't do those, guys. So just make sure if you're talking about what it did for you, a really great fix that actually works better, and it is a marketing strategy, is to paint the picture. This is where, you know, so let's say I had migraines. I did, absolutely had migraines. People that don't have migraines don't understand how big of a deal it is to get rid of them. So instead of saying, yeah, Plexus got rid of my migraines, you know, well, before Plexus, I had this horrible crushing pressure that ran through my head. I would lose vision in one eye, an arm would go numb. I was nauseous for 3 days. I had to be like I was in a cave because sound and light hurt my senses so bad. It was miserable. And people are like, oh my gosh, that sounds terrible. As opposed to, well, my migraine. People that don't have migraines don't know what that means, but I sure painted the picture for them, and then they were like, oh yeah, I bet you feel way better not having those. So hopefully you can see the difference there. But painting the picture is a way to help people envision it. So that's actually much more valuable as far as marketing than it is just to talk about a diagnosis anyways, because if they don't have that, they can't identify. Paint the picture for them, and that's a really easy way to get around those medical claims, okay? Income claims. These are also, they have the threads, you know, hey, give a smiley face if it covered your car payment, give a thumbs up if it covered your house payment, da 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 da. Those also are not allowed. Those are considered income claims. There are different, there's a medical disclaimer and there is an income disclaimer. Just because you use those disclaimers does not mean you can then say whatever you want to and throw medical claims or income claims all over the place. Can't do that. For income claims, just make sure that when you are, when you're posting about those, make sure you post the income claim, because that's definitely going to help. But also, definitely do your research on what we can and can't say. It's the income part is new. Well, it's not new. They have expanded on it more. So I personally am still learning it as far as what you can and can't say. I do know that you can't say what it covers as far as bills and that kind of thing though. So just make sure that we are being compliant. We want to be bold. We want to share our passion, but we also want to do it compliantly. So I hope this helped outline that a little bit. There is some really great resources in the back office under the library, also the Plexus Way. You can go to plexuslearningcenter.com and it's got really, really great articles and stuff like that too. So I hope this helps. Make sure that if you do have any of those that you've posted, go ahead and take those down. It's to protect you as it is to protect the company. So I hope you guys have a great day. I know I hate talking about that stuff. I'm so sorry, but it's definitely very, very important because we want to be able to keep going, right? And helping other people make their dreams come true. So here's to 2017 being the happiest, healthiest year ever. Have a great day, guys.